The Trump administration held a press conference where they updated the public on their investigation into what RFK Jr. has sometimes referred to as the autism epidemic. So it was about an hour-long press conference. We will link it down below in case you want to watch the full thing. If you want, for some reason, a quick summary by two random YouTube people, that's us. But
full disclosure, Daydreamer did a lot of the summarizing.
Okay, so it's no longer a weave. Now it's just a Daydreamer summarized it.
No, I'm kidding. I fully back everything he did.
All right.
We're good.
Well, here's our summary.
Yes.
So Trump started it off by saying that 1 in 20,000 kids used to get autism, and now it's 1 in 31, apparently. So there's something
crazy,
happening.
dude.
I know.
Okay.
So they wanted to look into that. And so what Trump was really trying to drive home was not to take Tylenol while pregnant or to give it to young children. That's what he was really trying to say. Do not take Tylenol. There's some sort of link or something's going on with it. The other doctors were much more nuanced in what they were saying. So I think an important quote here to say, this was from Dr. Fink. She said, take the lowest effective dose for the shortest possible duration. That's more of what they're trying to say. Not to get away from completely.
Fully get rid of it. Yeah.
Sure, yeah. So basically, if you really need Tylenol, if it's medically needed or whatever, take it. If not, and it's not Tylenol, it's acetaminophen. I don't even know how
you got it. Yeah, acetaminophen.
Acetaminophen. People were making fun of Trump because he couldn't pronounce it. I can't pronounce it either. So I'm not a doctor. Trump's not a doctor. I think it's fine.
I mean, these words are hard to begin with. Continue.
Yeah, they're hard words. Yeah.
They are hard words.
I agree.
You spelt one out for me using phonetic spelling.
Yeah.
It sounded dumb when you asked me to pronounce it.
Well, that's a good segue. So they also moved on to approving prescription leucovorin. So they approved the prescription leucovorin as a treatment for autistic children.
Mm-hmm. That one's new to me. I guess that's been around for a while, or is this a new discovery?
I don't know. I'm not sure. They were saying they were seeing some good results, so I assume they've been doing it before. I don't know. Don't want to spread misinformation. Mm-hmm. And then Trump also at the end said to spread out the vaccines. Mixing them up is not good. Mm-hmm. So what he was saying is you don't have to take them all at once. Maybe spread out the vaccine schedule or whatever. A couple of other interesting things from the announcement that I think are worthy of pointing out. One of the doctors said that there are some studies showing that treating the symptoms of a fever can prolong the duration of the fever because those symptoms are the way of the body fighting the fever to get rid of it. Mm-hmm. Which I thought was very interesting.
I thought he said the fever is the body's way of fighting the illness.
No, he said, so what he was referring to was that when you get a fever, there are symptoms that you experience from that fever.
Yeah.
Right? Those symptoms, when you attack those symptoms, apparently it prolongs the fever. Because he did use he did say the phrase prolonging the fever. Mm-hmm. And so
interesting. That is very interesting.
I thought it was
I have a
interesting
comment
too.
on that, but yes, that's interesting.
Okay. And then the last thing I guess is 40 to 70%. This one was from RFK. So he said that 40 to 70% of mothers who have children with autism believe a vaccine harmed their child. Okay, so that's the summary of what the press conference said. Again, if you want to watch the full thing, we'll link it down below. Now we're going to get into our thoughts on it. So for the first point that was made with the 1 in 20,000 kids used to get autism and now it's 1 in 31, to get the 1 in 20,000, I had to go back to the 1950s. I don't see...
Dude, what was it like in the 1950s? I'm sorry, that was stupid.
What?
Because you made the comment you had to go back to the 1950s. So
all right, you're dumb. Anyways, but here's a chart from the CDC.
Yeah.
Going back to the year 2000, and it said
it just keeps decreasing.
1 in 150. I do think it's very interesting how it keeps going down.
Yeah.
And so now it's 1 in 31, and back in 2000 it used to be 1 in 150. What do you think about the argument that says, oh, they've always been this many, we're just better at diagnosing it?
So I think when I hear that comment, I think of the same thing. Like, well, these crimes and all these situations have always been happening. We just now see it more because we have smartphones that record it on demand kind of deal, right? Okay. I do think there's some validity to that comment. Yes, I think now that we're just better at diagnosing and we understand it more, the possibility of that number decreasing is there.
I agree. I have two issues with it. Is that the first issue with this is that that's used to shut people up. It's not used in the good faith way that it is. That it's supposed to be.
It is, yeah.
It's supposed to be like, oh no, they've always existed, but now we're just better at seeing them. Or now this goes more towards like the trans or gay argument too, where it's like they've always been there, but now we can be more open. And so that leads me into, it's used to shut people up, and then leads me to my second problem too. The second problem is it can be two things. It can be that we're better at diagnosing and there's something going on. Like, why is there just one or the other? So yeah, those are my two main issues with that argument. I think logically it's sound and it does make sense. We're better at diagnosing, But I'm just like, why do you use it to shut people up? Why is it so?
Yeah.
And again, it's not always. Sometimes it's just they are legitimately doing it. And in the press conference, I forgot who answered that question, but they did say no. That's largely just not the case. That's just not right.
So there is a question that I have then, right? So, okay, sure, we were better at diagnosing too, but the only thing we haven't really asked yet is how many more vaccines have we acquired since the 1950s? How many more medicines are being provided to us as a way of just masking the symptoms, right?
Right. So I just think it's always healthy to continue to ask questions and say, is there something going on? These are our children. We should still consistently look into it and make sure that it's not an issue, which I do think it is an issue.
Yeah, certainly. So like Tylenol, for example, I might be just stupid on this topic, but was Tylenol a thing in the 1950s, right? I don't know. I really don't know, right? And so maybe between 1950s and now, Tylenol, as well as a bunch of other vaccines, have been added, and therefore we're just starting to see increase of autistic individuals because of the fact that we've increased medical.
Well, yeah, I mean that's not a good argument because it's just I get what you mean.
It's all speculation.
It's all speculation. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But anyways, so another point that I really wanted to kind of get more into was the idea of treating the symptoms of a fever could prolong the fever because it's you're supposed to let the body actually fight it out. I just think that concept's so interesting and it's like vindicating for me because I am super against taking medication when it's not needed. Sometimes your head hurts a little bit and what do people immediately tell you? Oh, do you want a Tylenol? You want an Advil or something? And I'm just like, no, my head's hurting. That means I'm doing something wrong. Something's happening. But the Tylenol's not going to fix why my head's hurting. It will fix the head hurting, but it's not going to fix the underlying issue as to why my head started to hurt. You know, like when I think you were getting migraines a lot, right? Headaches consistently. And I'm just like, well, there's something going on here, right? Like it wasn't happening before. So why are you getting these headaches? I rarely get headaches. And when I do, I'm just like, what did I do today? Like what's wrong?
The fix was the glasses, I feel. I think that's what it was because they stopped after I got the glasses. But
oh, interesting.
Okay, but the comment that the doctor did make, he says it could possibly be that your body's fighting it. There is no evidence to state that your body is actually fighting the illness.
Just let me have it, dude. It's vindicating. A doctor said it.
And on top of that, are you doing anything to find the root cause of the issue, right? Because you can simply just continue to allow yourself to have the headaches and sit there and deal with the headache. Like, oh, shucks, I got another headache. I'm going to sit here and deal with it.
Yeah,
or are you trying to figure out what the issue is?
Yes, which is I rarely get headaches, which is literally, so I got these glasses and when they gave me a headache, I went back to them because I was like, I don't get headaches. This is the only thing that's changed. The prescription is probably wrong. They come back, prescription's fine, and now I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, that's how, but no, the educated would just say, take a Tylenol because of a headache. Like, that's so stupid.
Yeah. Big Pharma wants you on that medication.
Anyway, yeah, that's my little rant on that.
Here's well, I don't know if there's any validity to this, but there might be. When you have allergies and you start to sneeze and you're dealing with the little sinus thing, the mucus is a way of fighting the infection. So we all blow our nose to get rid of the mucus. Haven't you noticed when you blow your nose, you sneeze some more because you've cleared away that defense mechanism, right? So I do think that there is clearly some validity to that statement, I think.
I just let your body work and figure yourself out. Don't just go to medication immediately. I'm not saying
your
don't
body
medicate.
Is working to figure itself out.
Sure.
Imagine if you didn't take any of the medication, unless you were chronically ill, you will get better, without a doubt.
I mean, again, barring some actual illness. But yes, I just think these little day-to-day inconveniences and then just take a pill to make it better, to me, that's just ridiculous. No, unless you have a major thing or have consulted with a doctor, just do some more thinking about why is my body feeling this. Okay, sorry, to move on. The next part that I found interesting that I also want to rant a little bit on was the 40 to 70% of mothers who have children with autism believe a vaccine harmed their child. I do think that statement is kind of dangerous because I don't know where you're getting that from and what you're doing with this. Right? What does that prove and what does that do? So I do think there's a danger in saying that. However, I do think a woman who is in tune with that motherly nurturing side has an intuition about their child that is unmatched by any medical professional. Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
I do think mothers should be listened to when it comes to their children. And so, but I just, that statement I'm not super liking. Side note, I had an injury a couple of years back. I think it was like end of high school, beginning of college. I had a surgery done. It left me with an open wound. That wound needed to be cleaned, but it was supposed to heal within 2 weeks or so. had to visit the doctor every week though to get that wound cleaned.
Yeah.
I think he said a month actually. He's like, I should be fully done within a month. 4 months later, I'm still going weekly to this doctor, like, and I'm in pain every time he's cleaning it. I would have kept going with him forever. It wasn't until Mother intervened and said, he said a month. What the heck? And I was like, no, let they know what they're doing. I prolonged it another month, so now I'm at five months in. And then finally Mother puts her foot down and she's like, go get a second opinion. I go get the second opinion. I need another surgery. He schedules me for another surgery. Within a month or two, I was completely done. Like everything was fine.
Jeez.
Isn't that insane? Like I would have just been going. Insane. And so the going theory by the other doctor was, I think he just kind of wanted to keep you here, or he messed up in some kind of way. He didn't want to admit it or something. I don't know. I don't know. So that was crazy. So I do have,
worse.
I do have experience with like, no, the intuition of a mother is unmatched in my opinion. So that's my rant on that.
Interesting. You didn't even question it even a little bit, your own intuition?
No, I'm a little embarrassed. I was like, the doctors know what they're doing. No, the medical professionals know more than you, Mother. That was literally my thought process on it. And it wasn't until she's like, dude, do some thinking. And I was like, hey, my bad, bro. And then we went somewhere else and I was like, hey, you're right.
No, I get that. I really get the motherly intuition. I don't doubt it, even in the slightest.
Yeah.
Well, depends on the mother, but I think our mothers are very.
That's why I make that distinction. Someone who's in tune. They have to be in tune with that mother nurturing side, because a random mother, no.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So that's my little rant. Did you have anything else? Any other point you wanted to rant on? Because I'm done.
No. Those are good points.
Okay, moving on. The left is a cult and they're going crazy. Look at this little thing that I found from TikTok. It's a compilation of all these women taking extra Tylenol because Trump said not to. It's insane to me. And there's a bunch of more videos. I just found this compilation really quick. I don't know how prevalent it is. I'm not on TikTok. I just kind of found it really quick. It might be that it's just something small.
The idea to be pregnant and joke around about this whole situation like that baffles me, dude.
I like to think
those are the mothers that are not in tune with their children and have good tuition. Those are the mothers I'm referring to, dude.
Yeah,
it's them.
Yeah,
it's them.
Yeah.
Don't listen to them, kids. Don't. Okay, well, I mean, I have a whole thing with parents and but anyways, those are the mothers. Yeah,
I agree.
This is ridiculous. Not okay.
The left is a cult. They're crazy. Now, people will say, "Oh, the right's a cult too." But they're both bad. No, when Jimmy Kimmel was attacked for free speech, the right wasn't like, "Yeah, let's get him canceled." The right came out and was like, "It's still free speech." Like there was a war between each other, and it was just like, really, we can't all just come together and get Jimmy Kimmel canceled. We have to. All right, we have to stay principled. Fine, sounds good, dude.
Yeah, no, fair point.
I don't want to hear this.
But you know what?
The both sides. Sorry, what?
We can practice our free speech by spinning the wheel.
That's a horrible transition, but let's do it. Yeah. No, I was.
All right, actually, because I now have to go get the wheel. Sorry.
All right, well.
Time to spin the wheel.
A lot of, I think that's the most excitement I've seen you do in a while for this channel. And I really appreciate that.
To spin the wheel?
Yeah.
What?
Your level of enthusiasm really gets me excited. Cringe battle.
I feel like
go ahead and change it to Satirius' choice. Nice. All right. How many do you have?
1.
Okay. Well, we're gonna need more than 1.
All I have is 1. So right now we're getting Satirius' choice.
All right. Here we go.
It doesn't say choices.
I'm gonna do 2 when mine comes up, just so you know.
All right, go for it.
Okay. Do we need any backstory for this or?
Backstory is I am proud of this lady. Carry on.
You could just say no. You don't have to. Okay. All right. Ready?
Come after us. No. Fuck you when you don't get your cheap ass.
Hey, this is a family environment. Please
I am leaving.
Leave right now. This is a family environment. We're not doing that here. We represent Panera Bread and the brand. I don't care who you voted for, who you love, who you worship. Get out.
I'm not going to have my rights taken away.
Nobody's questioning
Let me just
anybody's
throw away my
rights.
garbage.
Thank
That's all I'm
you.
doing.
Please leave these other guests alone. We're not interacting.
Not interacting.
What? He went to go sit down.
No, he left. He was leaving.
No, he wasn't.
I didn't see him sitting down.
That's not where the door was.
Maybe he has to take a... Oh, he was going to sit down.
Dude. He went to go sit down.
Hey, but maybe he remained quiet for the rest of his time eating, and people were fine doing what they did.
Yeah, maybe they hugged and sang Kumbaya at the end too. You could just make all sorts of assumptions, but the fact is he went to go sit down. What are you proud of?
Her. I don't really care what the guy did. I guess I mean if he shut up and just sat down and ate his bagel, that's fine. I'm cool with it.